Hi, this is Brad. I am the commander of the FONO, Friends of No One Legion, and Iron Force. Also, the creator, I guess you might say, of the Iron Force fan group on Facebook and moderator of a number of the groups. And I've been playing Iron Force for, I don't know, certainly well over 10 years, almost since the earliest days. And I guess the title of this video is The Sad Story of Iron Force, because that's really what it is. And for those who aren't real familiar, I'll just kind of briefly, I think, tell you a little of the history of Iron Force. Iron Force started off sort of the way it would for a new player today. You had a little tank, you went pew, 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 you chased other tanks around, and you had kind of similar skills, similar strength, and there was some element of skill involved. And then as you worked your way up, tanks got bigger and stronger, and you had opportunities to upgrade. But usually the prices were fairly reasonable, so you could get something a little stronger to give you an advantage. And it took you a while to upgrade, but it was a fun little game, and you didn't have to spend a lot of money on it. The developer of the game is, I believe it's Cool Fish, and it was licensed for a very long time to EA, which is Electronic Arts, US-based. Although I think the developers are based in China, is my understanding. I could be wrong on that. And it was great. It was a lot of fun. And then over time, you started getting bigger and stronger tanks, but, you still could kind of compete. You could gripe a little bit, but you could mostly compete. And what finally happened toward the end is EA backed out of the game. And I'm guessing the numbers didn't look great. They're a business. And so what happened is Cool Fish took over the game. And it got worse in my view. I mean, the tanks where you could upgrade previously, for not a whole lot of money, suddenly were costing hundreds or thousands of dollars. And you had to buy these tokens, and, 9.8 times out of 10, you would open a token, even if you bought it and spent a lot of money, it wasn't really what you wanted or what you needed. So the reason I have this GIF on here, this animated GIF of the guy chasing the donut, and boy, donut sounds good right now, actually, but that's a separate deal. Is that encapsulates? That's the wrong word. Well, it illustrates. That's a better word. The game. So you're always chasing that magic donut or super tank or what have you, and you'll never quite catch it. You might catch it for a little while, but only if you spend hundreds or thousands of dollars or euro or whatever your local currency is. But you'll never quite catch it. And sooner or later, they're going to come up with something much better and much stronger and much more expensive. And the reason for that is, in my opinion, because I'm guessing the numbers don't look that great. A lot of people have quit the game. A lot of people in my legion have quit or really reduced their playing time. And so they got to get money from somewhere. So, I think with all due respect to the people that have spent a lot of money on this game, it's kind of a sucker's game. Because you spend all this money, you get a tank that blasts everyone out of the sky, and then again, eventually they're going to do the same thing to you. And sooner or later, the game will just go away. But, it's probably going to be a while because there's a lot of suckers out there with credit cards. And again, no disrespect, that's just kind of how I see it. So let's kind of play the game. I'm going to get out of this thing, and let's get into the game here. What I'm hoping to do is to show you, there's a lot of really big tanks right now. The strongest is called Cancer, and the really interesting thing about it is it literally is the cancer of the game, in my opinion. Now, maybe for them it's not, and it destroys most other tanks in a single shot. It shoots, I think, 4 shots at once, and 1 shot and you're pretty much gone. And when I used to play this thing a long time ago, I used to joke that someday they are going to have a, what is this here? Oh, gold composite, okay. I used to joke that they're going to have a button that you just push the button and it just destroys everybody else. And it's pretty close to that. And like my tank was pretty strong back in the day. In fact, people used to complain about it. This is arugula. I call it arugula. I know it's not arugula. But now it's just ridiculous. I mean, even this tank, which was pretty strong, gets destroyed in 1 shot. So I still play the game. But it's not a game anymore. It was a game, I used to do a lot of videos. You could demonstrate your skill, and there was some element of skill. At this point, there's essentially no skill. None. It's just about the person. The only skill is if you can avoid not being destroyed by a tank called Cancer. Let's show you what that one looks like. And I don't have it, of course. And I wouldn't spend any money to get it either. But if you can, this tank here, If you cannot be destroyed in one single shot by this tank, that is the only skill that the game entails. Other than that, it's just about who spends the most money. And the people who spend the most money, in my opinion, are kind of fools. I mean, I don't know how else I can put it. I mean, unless they just have unlimited resources. I'm not poor, but I'm at the point where I haven't spent any money on this in, I want to say 3 or 4 years. I haven't given them a penny. And I do believe in giving developers money. If they put together a good freemium, I think that's what they call these things, and they do a good job with the game. An example I would use is War Robots. I play War Robots. We have the same clan name, FONO, F-O-N-O, Friends of No One over there. And people say, well, it's pay to play. And there's truth to that. But you can still win this game. You can. And there is strategy involved in terms of where you place your bot, how you go about it, who you attack and how. Even if you're not much of a spender, or maybe even not a spender at all, you can win. You can still win. And this game, when you face the bigger tanks, you are not going to win. That's just all there is to it. But it's really sad. But, instead of just talking about it, let's try to play a game now. What I'm going to try to do is get a matchup against Cancer, just to show you how bad it is. If I don't, I'll probably exit the game and try again, because it's just very random. Sometimes you just get bots. So I'm going to go on free-for-all, and I don't know where I'll go. I guess I'll go, how about square? I don't do square very often. I hope I've got the mic on. I've turned down the volume on the sound effects so you can hopefully hear me. Now, if it doesn't start right away, or if you see drops of first aid kits, it usually means it's going to be a bot game. So far, it's just me. Let's just keep going here. And again, if it looks like bots, I'll just exit it, because I'd actually like to get a Cancer. And I'll probably, this is just bots, I think. I'm going to exit it. Yeah, that's not what I'm after. Let's exit the game, exit, and we'll try again. And if I get a Cancer, somebody like that, I'm going to provoke him, because I want him to shoot at me. And a lot of times these guys do anyway. Most of them are a-hole. Can I say that? I think I can. Yeah, a-holes. They just, I guess they feel like they're a good player or something by destroying the smaller tanks that can't compete. Let's try it again. Let's go to Townlet this time. See if we can get a game. Maybe I can't. Maybe I'll just wrap it up. Who do we got? Anybody? I'll show you one more thing if we don't get anyone. There's so many players that have gone, and they're gone for a reason. I mean, the game just kind of sucks. It's not a game. Now, you might say, why do you play it? I've been playing it for over 10 years. It's just kind of a routine that I have. More bots. I'm going to keep talking while I try to redo this. And, I've been doing it so long. It's something I play a little of daily. I kind of enjoy it. But, it's not a game anymore. I mean, if you followed my channel, you know that I do videos on some of these games, and I used to do a lot more, but I don't anymore. I hardly ever do, just because, again, it's not a game. Let's try square. If I don't get one, I may just have to wrap it up. What do we got here? And you see that, the effects that they do are nice, the design of the game. Okay, so what do we got? We got a guy, he's probably a Cancer. Let's go over and say hi to him. What I usually like to do is at least take out these first aid kits, because I know they're going to destroy me anyway, Now, he might think I'm a jerk for shooting at him, but I'm trying to provoke him, as I said. Let's just see who it is. So this is obviously not a Cancer. We'll play the game. Now, this is somebody that I can compete against. I got somebody behind me, I think. I don't know who that is. That's a bot. Now, I'm going to take this guy out. This is the guy in the gold that I'm worried about. But worried about is all relative. So you see, I did okay against those, but those are not Cancer. Now, what I usually do in a situation like this, I'll grab this NO2. I think he's behind me. Let's see if I can get a bot here at least. And back up, go around. See, I like to think that I do have some skills. Now, he is a Cancer. So if he shoots at me, he's probably going to kill me in a single shot. But let's go over near him, and I'm going to try to... Now, I hardly have any armor. I wouldn't mind starting off with some full armor just to show you. Where is the guy? Can I get some armor? So this, let's go find him. He's going to kill me. Anyone would kill me with what I have right now. I'll just grab this button here, coin, whatever the hell you want to call it. Where is he? There he is. Let's provoke him. So I'm behind him. I'm shooting at him. He's going to turn. Even if I had full armor, he'd kill me in one shot. There you go. So that is, I can't pronounce his name. Is that Russian? What the hell is that? I don't know. So I'm in second place. I'm going to keep trying to provoke the guy. Let's grab this coin. Let's grab this mine. Where is he? And another mine and some cash. Here he is. And let's see if I can drop it on him. Boom, one shot. See that? That's the game. I mean, and is he a good player? I don't think that is what determines a skill at all. I don't think so. So there's another shot on him. Let's see if I can hide in the trees. I've got 2 mines, but see, I'm not even going to probably be able to get off a single shot. Well, he missed a couple there. So let's just try to drop this. I don't even know what you call that, airstrike, right? You see, I'm not going to do anything to him. So boom, one shot, more or less. And so that's what usually happens. You play these guys. You see, he's 11-0, right? Now, some of these guys must delude themselves into thinking, that makes him a better. Look at that, one shot, I respawn. That's what usually happens on most of these games. You respawn, you're killed instantaneously, and then you respawn and you're killed instantaneously, and then rinse and repeat. So let's take this English guy out at least. You see, he quit. I don't know if you saw that, Mark. I'm going to run over here and just grab these coins. Now see, he's shooting at me. He didn't get a great shot on me. That's okay. That's okay. Where is he? Hey, buddy. There he is. Watch him kill me in one shot now. And, he's going to come in first. I'm going to come in second. But see, that's what all the players are up against. 14-0. And almost all these guys have either no kills against themselves or 1 kill. So we got 6, 5, 4. Where is he? Can he kill me one more time? I don't think so. I don't think he's Oh, there he is. No, that's the English guy. Okay, so done. Well, I don't want to make this any longer than it has to be. You kind of got the idea. But my advice, it's certainly not a game you should spend any money on. If you do decide, and that may mean that the company disappears someday, or at least the game disappears. And I'm at the point where, it's like that's kind of what they deserve. But, there's enough fools to continue to play this thing and give them money. That's the main thing. And they're making it more and more expensive. I know there's people, in fact, a long time ago, I'll tell you one story. I know one person in particular that in a pretty short time had spent over $10,000 US on this game. And I'm sure there's people that spent a lot more than that. I've spent a little bit back when the game was a little more competitive. That helped me get this tank, actually. But not the kind of money they're spending these days. And I just don't get it. I mean, people can do what they want with their money, of course, right? But it's really an unwise so-called investment, in my opinion. I mean, I like a game where I can demonstrate my skills and wits and cunning and use that to hopefully win a game, maybe against a much tougher opponent. It really generally cannot be done with this so-called game. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's just kind of a very brief overview of the demise of Iron Force. There are some games that are not too bad, that are similar, tank games. There's a new one that is called Tank Supremacy that's kind of similar. And there's also things like League of Tanks. There's one called Tank Strike too, and I have the most powerful tank on that, and I hardly spend any money. So, and of course they want money. They all want money, right? But that's something that you could consider, or you could play this. If you are a new player, my suggestion is, don't worry too much about spending money. Don't worry much about ranking up. Maybe even don't grab a lot of those ranking coins, like the coins I grab. Because the more of those you grab, the higher your, skill level, skill's not the right word, strength level, tier level is. And you're going to get matched up with tougher and tougher competition until you get to where I'm at. And then you have to either spend a lot of money or else you just get killed every time. So I guess I will wrap that up. It's the demise of the Iron Force game. It's I still play it. I don't spend money. Some of these people spend a lot. It was a real fun game back in the day. There's still some fun elements to it, but it's not something I think you want to put your hard-earned money into. And really, I think the game is kind of on life support right now. In fact, before I go, let me just look at the leaderboards here. Let's just see in tournament. So right now, my Legion, FONO, is 89, right? But there's a lot of people that used to play that just don't. I've got guys in my Legion that, I probably should kick out, but I don't need the room, right? So I just leave them for now. But yeah, there's people, the smart people have quit. The people that are maybe a little less smart like me, they still play and they don't spend money. And the people that are the idiots are the ones spending a lot, in my opinion, with all due respect. Wrap up the video. This is the demise of the Iron Force game, a once very fun and I'm sure very profitable game that's gone into the absolute toilet. And in my view, not something that you should be spending your hard-earned money on, but do what you want with your money, right? I guess it's better than buying drugs or something, but not much, you know? So I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave any questions or comments in the remarks section here on YouTube. And maybe we'll see you out there one of these days playing Iron Force. Bye-bye.